I think it's kind of in a lot of ways, a sort of a great modern fable. I really do. I think that the book is as relevant now as it was then. Covers a lot of ground. It's a very complex book. It's very deep. On the surface, you can say it's some kind of wild joyride about two guys, you know, hammered on drugs. Again, that's something that's very easy to say, but in fact, it is about a person who wants to find the American dream, who wants to find out if that exists, and it's about the death of hope. And I mean, at that time, 1971, both Kennedys had been killed. Martin Luther King had been murdered. It was the death of an age and the beginning of a new one. And it's starting to seem like we're on that verge now. You know, we're on the edge of something like that now. So I think it's as relevant today.
You changed your look for the film. How
one
long,
has
how
to.
hard? Well, yes, to play Hunter Thompson,
Yeah,
I would think
one
so.
has to, yeah.
What did you do specifically? Tell us some of the whys and wherefores.
Well, it was part of the, you know, spending 3 or 4 months with the guy. I watched him like a hawk and studied his mannerisms, his speech, his rhythms, his thought patterns, you know, as closely as I could. The first thing to go was the hair. I shaved the top of my head, bald, and then just had this hideous kind of chinchilla around the edge, you know, just a sort of a horseshoe of fuzz around my head. That was the first thing. I think Hunter is a very, very, again, I think he's a very complex man. I think he has very high humor that you either get or it flies past you at a zillion miles an hour. I think he's very misunderstood. I think he's a great Southern gentleman in the classical sense of the Southern gentleman. And these are things that I don't believe that people see initially when they meet Hunter Thompson. I think Hunter is a person, and I see this in the book as well. I think he's somebody who really, really cares deeply, but cares to the point of I mean, he cares so much that you get disappointed easily. As the person that's caring so much, you're disappointed because things around you are not what they should be.
Do you think that people will be offended, turned off, alienated in any way by the film and by you know what the film is about?
Because of the drug use?
Yeah.
I think the drugs are incidental in the film. I think that it's not about. I don't believe the film is a romp about two guys getting wasted. I believe that the film is about a very serious subject, about the death of the American dream and the search for hope. Do I think people will be offended? I'm sure a number of people will be offended, and that's fine. But to say that this film is just a film about drugs is to say that Platoon is about killing, you know, or about or I mean, can you imagine, say, a film about prohibition or on Al Capone, for instance, in the a film about the 20s, without people drinking liquor? It's prohibition then.
Exactly.
So, who's going to get mad?